My fiancé returned my wedding dress and replaced it with the one his mom picked for me. I found out 3 days before our wedding when I went to pick up my dress for the final fitting. The woman at the bridal shop looked confused when I gave her my name and said there must be some mistake. She showed me this ugly cream-colored thing with puffy sleeves and lace up to my neck that looked like it came from the 1980s. I was like, no way, this isn't mine. My dress was ivory with a simple A-line cut and delicate beading. I picked it out myself and fell in love with it the second I tried it on. The shop lady checked her computer and said my fiancé Jake had come in 2 days ago with his mother and returned my original dress, saying I'd changed my mind. They showed me the return receipt with his signature. He'd gotten store credit and used it toward this hideous thing his mom apparently picked out. I was shaking, I was so mad. I called Jake immediately, but it went straight to voicemail. Then I called his mom. She answered on the first ring, all sweet like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. Oh honey, I hope you love the dress I picked. It's so much more appropriate for a church wedding. Your other dress was way too revealing for a proper ceremony. I told her she had no right to return my dress and that I hated her choice. She just laughed and said, well dear, Jake agreed with me that you needed something more modest. A good wife listens to her husband's family. I hung up on her and drove straight to Jake's apartment. He was there playing video games like nothing happened. When I confronted him, he didn't even look away from his screen. He just shrugged and said mom made some good points about the dress being too sexy. He said I should be grateful she cared enough to help with wedding planning since my own mom passed away 2 years ago. That comment hit me like a punch to the gut. I stood there staring at him, this man I was supposed to marry in 3 days, and realized I didn't recognize him anymore. He'd been letting his mom control more and more of our relationship over the past year, but this was the final straw. I asked him if he even remembered how happy I was when I found my dress, how I'd sent him pictures and told him it made me feel beautiful. He finally paused his game and looked at me with this annoyed expression like I was being dramatic. He said, look, it's just a dress. You'll wear it for a few hours and then it'll sit in a closet forever. Mom's been married 3 times, so she knows what looks good in wedding photos. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I told him if he thought his mom's opinion mattered more than mine about my own wedding dress, then maybe she should marry him instead. He rolled his eyes and said I was being crazy and emotional like always. That's when something just snapped inside me. I walked into his bedroom and started packing up all my stuff that I'd left there over the past 2 years. My clothes, my books, my picture of me, and my mom. Jake followed me asking what I was doing, and I told him the wedding was off. He started freaking out saying I couldn't call off the wedding 3 days before over a stupid dress. All the deposits, all the guests, his family flying in from out of state. I turned around and told him he should have thought about that before he decided his mommy's opinion was more important than his future wife's. The next day, I had to make all the cancellation calls. The venue, the caterer, the photographer. It was humiliating having to explain over and over that the wedding was canceled. Some people were understanding, but others made comments about cold feet and wedding jitters. Jake kept calling and texting saying we could work it out, that he'd get my original dress back somehow. But it was too late. The shop had already sold it to someone else. That dress was gone forever, just like my trust in him. His mom actually had the nerve to show up at my apartment 2 days later with the ugly dress, saying she'd had it altered to fit me better. She said Jake was heartbroken and I was throwing away a good man over pride. I took the dress and threw it in my dumpster right in front of her. 3 months later, I heard through mutual friends that Jake was engaged to some girl he'd met at a bar. His mom posted pictures of their engagement party on Facebook, and guess what? The girl was wearing the exact same style of conservative high-necked dress his mom had picked for me. I dodged a bullet and I know it.